Hi, my name is Luciana Felicio. I am an MBA student in project management, and I'm here to present my dissertation proposal, the topic is Brexit and the apparel industry in Ireland. The exports, challenges, and impacts, including a case study of the botany weaving mill. The apparel sector involves several different subsectors, such as fashion, sportswear, textile, accessories, and etc. Many of the Irish companies, are family-owned and very traditional, but the whole industry has been changing its business model because of the globalization environment, and they are moving from traditional and historical to innovation and design. According to Ireland's Department of Finance, the sector exports are very dependent to the UK market. Last year, in 2016, 30% of the total of the traditional manufacturing goods, they were exported to UK. Brexit means Great Britain exit the European Union, which was voted last year and is currently being negotiated. The transition period is expected to take 2 years, and the best scenario for March 2019 before any final agreement to be put in place. And during this negotiation phase, there would be no change. Speculations about the impact are surrounding the markets, and the studies focus on the real aspects impacting the Irish apparel sector. It's a historical and important fact for the European Union history. UK is the first country to use the Article 50 of the Lisbon Treaty, which permits them to leave the EU. Because of the importance, lots of studies and reports, government plans, they have been released since UK voted to leave EU last year. The research question for my dissertation is: how is Brexit impacting the apparel industry in Ireland, with a specific perspective from the Irish apparel exports to UK. Exporting to UK represents a key role for Ireland exports. Last year, for example, according to Trading Economics, the 32% of the total apparel exports, they were to UK. So Enterprise Ireland released a guide to help companies that they have business exporting to UK, and they suggest that the companies should look to their business process. For example, be focusing in principles allied to human resources, which could be a good strategy because they are focusing on cost effectiveness and customer satisfaction. Other suggestion is regarding RDI, which is research, development, and innovation, which are key factors for business to remain competitive and keep their position in the globalization market. The majority of the literature available covers the exports in general, and sometimes they can be focusing more on profitable sectors such as pharmaceutical and IT. Many of them, they are found in academic journals, economy institutions, government plans, and they are not going to be found in books because it's a totally new fact. And they emerge the implications of a soft or hard Brexit pointing the facts of for and against of it. Enterprise Island is an institution that I mentioned before, and they are the government organization responsible to help the Irish business to grow, innovate, and internationalize. They are also helping the companies releasing guides to help the Irish business that have exports to UK. The government also released budget for this year regarding the plans for short and medium term during the negotiation phase. Across-case comparison with exports performance between the Botany Weaving Mill and the other Irish apparel companies will be presented. There is a lack of literature regarding the impact of the Brexit in the Irish apparel sector, and the objective of this study is to contribute for the future of the industry. Interpretivism is the research philosophy chosen. Objectivism explores the new understandings and new worldviews impacts. The epistemology objectivism studies the major facts of new law generated and how they can affect the society. Inductive approach is usually used to explore a phenomenon, for example, Brexit, and it will be used to generate a new framework based in the historical change. The strategy chosen is to mix a case study allied with the grounded theory, making comparison regarding the Botany Weaving Mill, which is the case study, and the export performance with the Irish apparel companies. Qualitative research will be used for this recitation because of the interpretative approach. This method allows to express the meaning of a phenomenon, and that's why it was chosen. For the sampling, I'll present Botany Weaving Mill as a case study, and other Irish apparel companies which have business exporting to UK will be relevant to validate the research question. Interviews will be used with open questions only for all the respondents. The interviews are expected to take between 30 minutes and half an hour, and they will be all recorded by an electronic device with the consent of the respondents. After collecting the data in the interviews, the answers will be just transcribed and maybe using softwares like Vivo to avoid misinterpretation because of language or accents, things like that. I will be sending a letter with my proposed for the study and my contact in case the respondents have any questions before the interviews. And also, I'm aware that they can ask for confidentially, and that will be no problem. The limitations for my study are regarding the data available, because they are based in short and medium term measures. And the government institutions, they are very bureaucracy, and maybe the data is being processed or maybe not available at the time that I'm requesting. Manufacturing business environment are very busy because of the production line. So checking the availability of the people might be an issue. Also, because I'm currently employee of the botany review mill, the managers or directors may find my research a little bit intrusive, but I'll try to make it clear for everyone involved that the purpose of the study is to help the industry. And that's it. Thank you very much for your attention, and those are my references. Thank you.